Hi, today we're going to make squishy circuits. These are the things that you are going to need. A battery pack with 2 wires. We need to make sure the battery pack is off and that we're not going to touch the ends of these wires when it's turned on. We're going to need a buzzer that makes a sound and these little LED lights that have 2 prongs on them. We're also going to need 2 types of Play-Doh. We have our salt dough, which is the purple one, and our sugar dough, which is the white one. The first thing we're going to do is take our salt dough, which is the purple one, break off a small piece, and we're going to make 2 long sausages. We're going to place them parallel to each other, just like that, and make sure they're not touching. We're going to get our battery pack, remembering that it's switched off, and we're going to put a red wire into one sausage and our black wire into another one. Next we'll get our buzzer. We're going to put the red wire in the same sausage as the red wire from our battery pack, and the black wire in the same sausage as the black wire from our battery pack. Now we're just going to check that there's no gaps in our circuit and that all our wires are in nice and tight. Okay, now it's time to turn it on and see what happens. If your buzzer sounds, that's great, it means you've made a circuit. If your buzzer hasn't made a sound, you might need to just double check that there's no gaps and that your wires are touching inside the Play-Doh. Next we're going to show you a short circuit. So if I turn this back on and push these Play-Dohs together, we notice that the buzzer stops. Pull it apart, starts again, back together, and it stops. That's what we call a short circuit. What we're going to do is get our sugar dough, break off a small piece, and roll it into our sausage. We're going to put it in the middle of our purple salt dough and squish them nicely tight together. We're going to turn our battery pack on. Now before, when our purple doughs were touching, it made the buzzer stop. Now when we turn it on, let's see what happens. And it sounded. Now if you don't want to use the buzzer for this experiment, you can also use the lights. So you're going to make it the same way and put the long prong in with the red wire and the short prong in with the black wire. Just turn the lights off and turn it on, and we can see that the light lights up. There we have it. That's how we're going to make our squishy circuits today.